Hello, myself Sunil R Nair. Basically we are discussing about the currencies dependency, and in currency dependency we are discussing something else. Something else means currency dependency is connected something else. That is basically the ideas basically. In the idea basically we are discussing about this topic, that is the topic of the Bollywood industry. In Bollywood industry, basically, this concept basically we have already discussed, but in detail, basically, we just discussed in the last video. Basically, the data is like this. For 1970s, hero basically was there. He got the birth from 22 only. Basically, assume that he got the birth from 22. In real, basically, can he might be childhood also. Basically, here basically I'm just taking as an example of 22. Like this, basically he got the birth. He basically started his career. After 10 years, basically died basically due to some reason basically. Then basically second birth he got. Then also basically he died. Third birth also he got. In third birth also basically he died. With the new phase basically he's getting the generation with it. He's basically getting birth in new phase. Fourth generation basically died. Like this, in fourth generation he basically launched as a hero basically in 2023. As in basically he is launched in the 2023 with new phase with the three blood cells, three generation blood cells basically. Three generation blood cells. Reason was basically he basically is done basically assume that he was expert in basically the each and every movies. Whatever movie he does, he basically just grab that entire movie, and basically he gets connect to each and every basically entire movies blood cells basically, entire movies energy. For example, in movie basically they have created some 180 layers of the energy basically. That basically is the main thing, that basically assume that the nuclear power company has done. So that basically assume that they have generated around 180 layers basically of the energy. That entire 180 layer basically was having it in each and every body. So like this he created around 20 movies. 20 movies. Those 20 movie backup basically was there whenever basically the data is going to send. In last video basically we have already discussed this whole thing basically. In this basically I am just telling a little bit more. So whenever basically he is getting the new birth in the 23 basically, he was always connecting to the first birth, second birth, third birth. Like this basically got the 4 time birth basically, and this is basically fourth time birth basically he got. Like this he was having his lifestyle, right? That is the main here the main thing. Then basically his from his body basically, and from his body, and assume that from his body basically the dragon food generated, and the dragon fruit basically was the mix of this entire 20 movies. So 20 movies data basically was inside this dragon fruit, and that entire 180 layer also basically. So 180 layer multiplied by 20, so that type of layer basically was inside the dragon fruit. So just see basically up to dangerous thing the fruits are also basically. Like this they connected with the dragon fruit. Like this 900 crore people, assume that basically from the 900 crore people, 300 crore people basically already had the dragon fruit. They generated the energy, they sent the data, and then they were basically connected with the 6 lakh planet. 6 lakh planet means they created 6 lakh planet basically in the universe. They basically means satellite group basically created. Human basically can't create the planet, they basically can only generate the energy. Like this they created the energy, planet is generated. Like this the passed the data, and like this basically the Bollywood industry basically started their they got the space in the universe basically. So they also become the asset in the earth planet. They also become the asset in the earth planet. Reason they already basically got the space in the universe basically. They already got the space in the universe by creating this 6 lakh planet basically, which was connected by this dragon energy, and dragon food basically was the this person generated from this person's body, and that dragon food was containing this 180 multiplied by whatever basically birth basically he has got, that many layers basically. 180 layer basically was there in that movie. sorry, in that dragon, in that each and every movie basically. So 20 foots, 20 movie basically he has created, and like this basically 20 multiplied by 180 layers. Layer basically was containing, sorry, one movie was containing 180 layers. Like this 180 multiplied by 20, and then basically you can add something 6 crore blood cells. Like this each and everything basically, which was generated from his body basically, and current blood cells data also basically he was having. Like this basically connected with this each and everything. Then basically 300 crore people connected with this dragon fruit. They basically was not having that information that this dragon fruit is basically the created from the 20 movies data basically, and which contains the 180 layers basically. So human can think up to that level basically. Human can basically think up to that 180 layer basically. That basically was connected with the dragon fruit. So that's very dangerous. So that only Bollywood groups only basically can break the chain basically of that layer basically. Like this he got the information, like basically the dragon food was taken. Then 6 crore or 6 lakh planet basically created, like 5 crore planet got the energy. Like this each and everything created. The people also basically got the energy. The trigger basically was passed from the earth planet, that at this time basically that planet basically supposed to, that planet people basically are supposed to connect with this idea. They connected with the idea, then basically they were sending the data basically. They were sending the data of the Bollywood industry, whatever planet basically they want to create. Planet want to create means like this basically they can't create by own their planet basically. So they basically have the data of that. One I have taken one example of the 6 crore people, right? That 6 crore people are going to generate the energy in that particular area where the planet is going to move. Same way basically this thing basically. So they basically got the energy data, and like this basically the energy data in the form of story basically they were passing. They were creating the movie and they were passing the data. Like this basically the chain got generated of the 6 lakh planet basically. Like this the planet chain basically got generated. So just see basically up to what the Bollywood group industry basically have reached. Their doctor basically also have reached up to the industry basically. So this Bollywood industries are also basically came into the asset information basically. That is the earth planet asset basically you can say. So one movie basically is generating not one only 1,000 crore 2,000, they are generating 70-80,000 crore. Same as the software industry is basically generating 80-90,000 crore basically from one CRM software, which CRM software which is going to convert to the, which is going to convert their energy CRM energy to CRM vegetable energy. It can be in the form of any vegetable basically, and any fruits also basically they can, but they need to inform to the whatever programming toolkits people basically, like Java is there, Microsoft is there. They have to inform them basically that I am going to create the CRM software, and this CRM software is going to generate this vegetable data basically, vegetable energy. For that basically see Microsoft basically do all the data mapping, and then basically they send the special basically software basically for them basically, so that they can do the programming in that. Then basically the project manager connects each and everything basically, and they basically say that basically project is over. Then basically the CRM energy basically is generated in the server basically where they launch the projects basically. It might be any server basically, Microsoft, IBM, Compaq basically, Dell, any server basically it can be. Then basically the process of the vegetable starts, and then basically the nuclear power company collects the data. Like this basically they start earning the income of 90,000 crore basically. So this is also basically one of the part basically of the idea basically, and in next video we are going to see a little bit more about this.